Hey, how are you guys? I'm going to show you how to do a wall report right here on this house. We're going to do the front, the left, the right, and the back side of this house. Here we go. So first what you want to do is take a screen capture of this, which I've already done. And you want to import image underlay. Now what you want to do is come in here and scale. Okay. So you want to click that edge and that edge. It's going to ask you what's that length. Well, you can set that length right here in Google. I measured it at 22.5, and if you can see from this, the eave and the wall are about a foot apart. So what you have to do is take that 22.5 and minus 2, so you're going to get 20.5 feet is how long that is. That sets our scale where we can come in here and hit R for room and drop this scale. What you want to do is make wall thickness 0, ceiling height 0. It's going to make it 4 inches, but just type 0. Then you're going to set this, probably raise this up a little more because of this scale not being exactly correct, maybe 8.5 feet, and then you're going to set it at 20.5 right there. From here, what you can do is hit V for vertex and then pull that up. So now we're accounting for that as well. What I'm going to do is copy this and then come back here and name it front. So now we have this front garage right here in Xactimate. Now what you can see is that that is about 2.5 feet, 2 feet from the wall, and it's a garage. So what we're going to do is come here to this reference area, and we're just going to drop it. And make it a, right here it's going to ask, is it a hole? And because it's not a wall, it is a hole, you're going to type yes. And then you're going to come right here and rename this garage. So now we have that front part. Well, next, what you'll see is there's a wall coming right here, coming off the garage. So what we're not going to put it on the right side of the tab. What we're just going to do is we're going to account for it here. So we're going to hit R. Wall thickness, ceiling height. Then we're going to make that even with each other. And so what you can tell from Google Earth is that it comes from the edge of this to about right here. It's going to be about 10 feet because what you see is that it's not very close to the eave edge. It's pretty far. It's about 3 feet. So we have the height correct, and now we need to make this length correct, which is going to be about 10 feet. Well, we're not just going to leave that like that. We're going to just mess with this real quick. So what you're going to want to do is just like that. So that's accounting for that. Now what we have to do so this wall right here is going to be that wall. So this wall right here. This wall is this left side right here that you can't see. So what now we're going to do is measure from this side all the way to here to try and get how long this wall needs to be. It says it's going to be about 15 feet. So we set that to about 15. So right here, let's make this 16. Now what we're going to do is enter this reference area again, because as you can see there's a door right here. So you're going to come here and hit A for reference. A for reference. Drop the door. It's going to be about 3.5 feet wide. It's going to be about as tall as this, 7.5. So now what we're going to do is we have to count for these windows as well. Make this a hole. Yes, this is a door. Now we got to come in here and account for the windows. It's not at the bottom, so we're going to put it about the same height at the top and then drop it like right there. It's going to be 5.5 by 6. The windows don't have to be perfect because we're not going to be able to get accurate, great measurements on it, but you want to make it as close as you can. Make it a hole. Yes, windows. And that right there is the end of the front of the house. So now we come to the left side, and this left side is going to be this right here. So it's going to be the entire length. Remember that the eave is 1 foot longer than the wall. So what we're going to do is come here, measure from the eaves. So we're getting 69. So we're going to make it 67. So we hit R for basically our wall. Wall thickness 0, ceiling height 0. And we're going to make this 67. And its height is 8.6 because we've already set that scale on the other front wall. So we come here, we look at the left, we see 1, 2, 3 windows and nothing else. So all we got to do is hit A for reference. And make this a hole. Yes. Remember 3.5 by 5, we only do half increments, so it's either going to be 3, 3.5, or 4, or 5, 5.5, or 6. So we have this set. We see 3 more windows. We want to set 3 more windows down. We just copy and paste. And that's the end of that left side. Then we're going to come over here to the right side. What you can see is that it starts about right here, and it goes about 10 feet, 12 feet short of this wall edge right here. So we got about 3 feet, 12 feet. So we're going to have about 15 feet missing off. So we come here, about 3 feet. So we got 59. Let's cut it down to 47 or 48, 47.5. So we're going to have about 47.5 feet on this. So we hit R for wall again. Wall thickness 0, ceiling height 0. And we're going to make it 47.5 feet long by 8.5 because we've already set the ceiling height. Now we come in here and we see, okay, there's just 3 windows again. So we just come here, copy, paste, copy, copy, paste, copy, paste. And that's going to be the end of that right wall. Now we got this back side, which is just right here. We got 2 windows. It's cutting back again about the same distance we cut it back before, and then it's going to jut back to the edge. So it's going to create the 4 walls. So it's going to connect right here. So what we do now is we come here and we measure this. So we're going to get about, from the start of that wall to here, it's going to be about 18 feet. So we hit R for room, for a wall, 18 feet long, and it's going to be 8.5 feet high because we've already set that scale. Now what you can see is that there's two windows, 1, 2. All you got to do is copy paste, add the window, add the window. Now we have to account for this jetpack. So let's hit R for room, 0, 0, 8.5. So it's going to be about 11 feet long. And that's going to account for that wall right there. Now all we have to do is come in here and make that final piece. So we come here, we hit R for room, which is going to be our wall, 0, 0. Come in here, we got to make the height correct, 8.5, and then make it to where it connects with that. Now we come here and we see, okay, that's where it ends. How long does this roof need to be? 18 feet. And then there's going to be 2 windows. And that's the end of this backside. So that's a wall report. That's how you draw it in Xactimate. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll be sending some more videos, but it's a pretty simple process once you get the hang of it. The left and right side weren't that hard, and when it's a 4-cornered house with no jut outs, it's going to be pretty easy. If you have any questions, let me know and I'll be sure to help you. Alright.